Yeah, and that's some years of experience, really.
Got to get up pretty quickly here. He could just stop behind the pink if he'd like, or he could just tuck down and create the distance.
Yeah, I think the latter of the two just agrees with everyone in that situation, right? Because you could overdraw it a hair, getting that gap between the 3-4, and I think a pretty smart play. I mean, if you ever want to learn about the push-out, the push-out's really about, you're not going to get ball in hand off the push-out usually unless someone's really made a bad one, right? It's about usually having a kick in return or some type of jump that's doable.
Yeah, and you saw the motion from Shaw. You wanted to trickle down behind the 6 and 7 there. Kicking heavy behind it, going to stick. Look at the speed. He's lost the cue ball. Jayson going to have a look.
Yeah, an awkward one. We'll get a better look here in a moment. Should be able to escape. Not easy, though. He's kind of maybe has to take a little distance on the 3. Oh, he could draw it. He cheated the pocket a bit. I think he wants the cue ball cleaned again. Sorry, the shot clock's off a little bit there. Did use extension, but it's only a 30-second added. Little odd here, just a hair. He draws it, he could end up near the 9. Can he follow out?
Yeah, I think he can draw it out. I think he can follow out. I think he's got a couple options. He's punched it out 2 rails below the 5.
Now easily around the 8 towards somewhat the center, maybe a hair past.
Yeah, Jayson Shaw looking to tie this up. Double J was trailing 3 games to 0. Looked all to be Manus. Shaw, 7-time Mosconi Cup champion, 3-time MVP. And he's been unfazed by the early start from A.J. Manus. Jayson Shaw not going away. 3 games apiece.
Where's the other one?
Now Katie in the lead here. Table number 2.
Yeah, another guy I think that has improved since the break has improved with more speed. It was always a little questionable on that forceful break. Not the case here in 2025.
Yeah, you know where David gets beat is, when the tables are playing a little easier and a guy can break and run 2 or 3. He looks extremely confident. I think that in the back of his mind, he just knows he's going to get opportunities, whether it be kick shots, jump shots, straight in looks. I think that confidence is really built within this week for David. Here's the kick we often see, Jeremy, off the top of the 9.
Yeah, but again, shaking the head, just got to get on with it. He's winning games without that initial shot after the break, so just keep breaking the balls the way you are. Those things will turn around. They usually do anyway.
Yeah, and you're right about that, right? Because oftentimes that cue ball will scratch up in the top left. Just move on with it.
Yeah, he may have to push out here. I tell you, even having a look, this has been a couple times he could see the ball and still has to play a push out. So he's going to move this 3 maybe to where it gives him a little more maybe cover to run to, maybe? I'm not sure. Yeah, AJ may dice this in.
Is there a play off the 5?
Yeah, that's heavy, isn't it? No, actually really good.
Wants the cue ball cleaned.
Yeah, it must just be really sticky out there, and he's feeling that. Because you don't get, you're not supposed to get a timeout to get the cue ball clean. So I think he's announced his extension, or else the clock is running thin. Go for the make here, I guess. Could come back at the 9.
Here's another look. What a great shot by Jayson. Caught a piece of the 9, like you touched on, Double J. He'd like to have caught it flush, right? I don't think he has a... Yeah, he's got a sliver of the 3.
Yeah, and this is where he is so underrated, in my opinion. Being able to get the snooker at a lot of times. Ooh, that ball checked. That ball checked big time.
Yeah, let's keep a close eye on how AJ responds. Leading this match early at 3-0.
Yeah, he's got to go light here. 3 on the side rail cue ball. That's a heavy one. And again, when they go look, I just can't express it enough. When you go look from behind the 8, it's amazing how often the guys hit the speed. But when they don't, it's amazing how often the speed is off. And I think he can cut this one with the 4 near.
Yeah, no question. We'll chop this. Like a bounce here. I think the lower right's available, but could go to the right side and just check out the lower left corner.
And then he's going to lean on that talent. I think he's fairly straight here. Maybe going into the 9 a little bit. Just come 1 row up for the 6 in the lower right. Needs to go a little bit. Needs to go a lot to make things comfortable. Surprised he ended up short.
He's got a lot of room up past the left side, though he doesn't have to try and check this 2 rails. The 7 in a pretty good position. But he's going to probably try to check this. Oh, I like it. That's what I was talking about there. Just take your distance.
Yeah, just kind of remind yourself how good you are. It's really not that hard of a shot for a guy like Jayson, especially playing very well.
And he's asking to get the cue ball cleaned again.
Yeah, and I think this is going to be a theme throughout the match is what I'm seeing. So referee better be ready. Maybe even get a fresh pair of gloves.
Yeah, I've noticed Jason's actually been doing that most of the tournament. Looks like he's coming 2 rails out of the top left.
I wonder if it's going to make the rails play a little softer, like he ended up short on the 6 right there. You know what I mean? Not as much bounce, just getting it cleaned here and there. And it's not a material on there or a substance, let's say. It's just making sure none of the chalk marks are on the cue ball. There's that jump shot that really got him control.
Yeah, there is a new leader in the clubhouse, Jayson Shaw, 4-3.
Yeah, the Filipino people, they love their pool. Just kind of curious, though, what it may look like in here tomorrow if no Filipinos make the Final Four. Thought about that, Scott?
Well, I was shocked, when you just brought it up. I was shocked earlier to realize there's only 2 left. And, yeah, it's a very good point. I think Jayson Shaw has that plan. Looks like Al-Kaidi might have it as well. You would be relieved to get a good look here.
Well, you just got to believe it's going to change. That's why you stay positive with it. And I think clearing his head after not liking some of the outcomes of the break has helped him a ton, trying to work for that first shot. And now here it is.
Yeah, it's got to be refreshing. It's a real good layout, too, from the pink 4 on. It's all about getting on this. You can go straight up here and work out of the top right corner. It's all right going to the right side of the table as well.
Yeah, I think if the 8 wasn't there, he definitely comes 2 cushions at it. But, why take that chance? Just, you got to work a little more on the pink here coming out of the upper right corner. Don't think it'll be a billiard on the 9 on the side. It is playable, though. I think the 6 goes in both the side and the corner. Ooh, caught that a little heavy. Won't hurt him. Hear something barking around here.
Yeah, I think it's a dog fight. We're not talking about Shaw and Manis.
Yeah, he hit that very clean. Now this will tell us for sure. I think the 6 does play. Hair off angle. Can he ease it?
This is what Jayson Shaw lives for. Big crowds, great competition, and winning. Immediately trailed 3 games to 0. Little let up there. Now leading 5 games to 3. Pretty great response by Eagle Eye. Really looks focused, Double J.
Yeah. Definitely just kind of seems like he's getting himself together before every shot, which is good. Still playing with a lot of rhythm also. 4-3 is the contest on table 2. You can tell that was a push out that's given back. And they've played at a nice pace as well. 7 games. Pretty much right alongside the TV table.
Yeah, a little bit surprising, actually, because that first game, I believe, took quite a while. I think they'd played 2 games, Manis and Shaw. They were still on game number 1, so they've actually played at a quicker pace after game number 1.
Yeah, David's got a little piece of this 2 ball. Should be something underneath the 7 and 5 for safety as the 2 goes up table. Oh, he checked it much more than he could ever imagine, I think. Ball checked a lot. Maybe he had to get into it a little bit to make sure the 2 gets all the way up.
And what a view right there. Jayson Shaw leading 5-3 and breaking.
Yeah, he keeps getting that kiss to that upper corner.
I don't think it's panic time for that, though, right? He seems to be winning the games where the push-out comes into play, so I would look at it and recognize, hey, maybe this doesn't hurt you. It just helps you.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to push out to a kick when you're winning other ways, but this one he may have to. Or the pink's in the way of the 2-rail escape, though, like if he rolled on top of the 3 maybe or something like that. So he's going to roll out to maybe a sliver of the 2, and then the kick from behind's obviously there.
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't want to leave that on the rail, obviously, but boy, it's tight behind it.
Yeah, the problem with that is when it's tight behind it, you can't worry about the object ball getting all the way up the table. Then you'll lose the cue ball. So it's all got to be about holding it. And the problem with that is the 8's right there, kind of in somewhat the path of the 2. So we'll see the speed he plays it. If he plays it with a lot of speed, I expect the cue ball to go to the left rail. Otherwise, he can hold it on the lighter one. Yeah.
So, I think that's all outsmarting once again, and I'm just basically what I'm getting at is maybe a lack of experience under the gun for A.J. Manis, because it was really tight kicking behind that 2. Here we go again. Cue ball cleaning, number 4.
Yeah, you got to, like I said, when it's tight, you have to ignore the 2 getting all the way up if you want to hold the ball. It just has to be at a lighter speed. It's hard, though. It's hard to pull the trigger like that. You know what I mean? You're trying to get protection with the object ball. A huge shot in this match, in my opinion, right here. Yeah, if he goes on to get out, we know what kind of power and, AJ possesses these skills to be able to put a lot of racks together, but he's got to get control first, and I think that's going to be a tussle.
Yeah, it's pretty evident that control for AJ is going to be a tussle. As long as Jayson doesn't miss that odd ball, and that's what Jayson will do from time to time, is miss a ball that he's not supposed to. Lapse of concentration. That is the only time Jayson Shaw really makes the mistake, when he's in gear. But I just get the feeling that's not really going to happen in this particular match. I think Jayson is so up for this for so many different reasons.
Yeah, got into it nicely there. Likes to pinch the ball a little bit when he can, but there he had to deliver more of a full stroke, and you could tell it really opened up the pocket on the pink. Now, don't try to get too much. Just in between the 7-8 is all right. 7 doesn't pass the 9. So he's got to play maybe to the lower right or come up for the combo. Pretty nice to go to the lower right, though, isn't he? Really good.
Yeah, keeping the cue ball off the rail as well. Just tells you how dialed he is right now. On the verge of 6 in a row from Shaw after a huge statement by A.J. Manis, winning 3 in a row out the gate.
Yeah, and from my recollection, I don't think Manis has pocketed a ball in those 6 games either. It's all just been some safeties, the one jump that he didn't quite get safe at. So that tells you what Jayson's done, not only running the balls and clearing the table, but fighting for that first shot as good as anything.
And it is 6 in a row from Shaw. No celebrations. It's not time. He is dialed in. Talk about a dogfight. You're going to have one over here, 4 games apiece, Ignacio and Alcady.
Man, talk about a tough push out. Really difficult besides maybe the jump. That's what I was looking at, pushing on the 6, just trying to get that kick.
And now maybe reverting to the jump over the 8.
pretty sure that David will pass, but
I actually think he caught a piece of the point there to where the cue ball shortened up a little bit more than he expected. Which I mean by that is the pink 4 might have him cut off from a clean jump. At least to make it. And he's not going to get a look on a great break. You just got to keep plugging away, though.
yeah, I wonder if he can tie up. It's hard to tie up the 7-5 accurately and keep him off the shot on the 3. I don't think that's really an option. Difficult push out, though, with the 4 and the 6 the way they are.
I wonder if there's any value in just rolling forward, maybe a chip jump shot on the 3 due to where the pink is at. Going up table is a little scary, to your point, Jeremy, with the push out, because the 4 and 6 are so big. The 5 and 7, just so many defensive options if you put the cue ball up table.
Yeah, what Jason's looking at is he's trying to leave a very much a tester that has no guaranteed position. He doesn't want to roll to the left corner to where it's easy to come off the 3 and get behind the 4. So somewhere around the first diamond, maybe.
Yeah, but I don't think that. Yeah, this is. I don't think you can shoot at this. How do you get position? I don't think there's a tester there at all.
Yeah, but I think it's a great push out though, because you're not leaving anything easy.
Sure.
Yeah, you got, and that's why he's getting it back. The shot's not easy. Position behind the shot is not easy, but it's not a natural to just easily get over behind the 6 as well. So Jason's going to lean on something here, maybe his talent and trying to edge the ball.
Yeah, I like doing that, Jeremy, where you're just thinning the 3 to the left long rail and down, seeing if you can get back up in the top right corner potentially. Maybe you can edge the left side of it. Or you can bank it up and use the 9.
I think that's what he's doing. He wants to just make AJ have to play some type of safety, and now the cross corner, or excuse me, the cross side might be on.
He's going to tell us a lot here. Oh, he's caught the point. Didn't have position either. Kind of didn't have his mind made up whether he's going all out or kind of a two-way there, right?
Yeah, I think you hit it exactly right there, Scott. He could have just kind of stopped his ball to have a cut on the pink, and therefore I think heightened his chances of making the bank on the 3 as well. So just maybe feeling a little heat from Eagle Eye, and why wouldn't he? I mean, Eagle Eye's played just outstanding.
Yeah, definitely earned some respect from AJ with that shot right there. That's what it tells us, right? Not real confident with, but if you're going to play the bank, speaking for AJ, like Jeremy just said, you want to stun the cue ball right there. Just stop, because you got a nice cut on the pink, which would have led you to the 5.
Well, I think what's happened also is with all the push-out situations and some tactical things, giving back some push-outs. It's kind of curious, man. Am I making the right decision here? What am I doing? Because I've lost a few games, not only with Jayson running out, but with me maybe not making the best decision, not, taking on some of these shots. Now, Jason's real crafty, though. So, I mean, that's the one part of the game that will come with experience. It's just so vast, right, Scott? You can't get it all. And even if you're started coming out, as soon as you were in diapers, if you started playing, you can't get all the information at 18 or 19 years old.
Yeah, 100%. Not a knock on AJ Manis. He's just not been around long enough.
Yeah, and 7 on the spin, and a really impressive 7 racks as well. And I still don't know if AJ has pocketed a ball during those 7.
I don't believe he has. Jayson Shaw leading 7 games to 3, earning the respect of AJ Manis.
Yeah, and also maybe AJ, if he gets a chance, time to take a little step away from the table and try and just change things up a little bit. They're right on pace here. Really getting through the racks pretty nicely. Odd shot here with ball in hand just because he's got to get on the 3. I don't think it passes the 9. And the 5's in a funny spot across the table. So this first shot, he's got to hit pretty well, because if he gets a little off, even if he has a shot to make it, it could be tough to get position. Yeah, this has got to go quite a ways. Now, if he gets the bottom of the ball, that will help to where he can at least come to the bottom rail and back up. If he had landed on the rail there, it would have been real trouble.
All right, the 1 is down. Throwing the hand up a little bit, but listen, the 2's up there by itself. He's got a good look at whatever he decides to do here. To me, first glance, it's bringing the 2 back down table and maybe using the 3, but he could cut at this. I think that there's big benefit to it. I just don't know if he can gain position. I think the 3 is the big ball to get behind here.
Yeah, absolutely. And play the 2 as much as anything with the 6 and the 9 and all that there, right? Oh, he found a gap. Well, that ball kind of curled over to the left a little bit that last 6 or 8 inches.
Yeah, he put a little bit of a check on the cue ball, right? And that's why the cue ball died over there off the second rail, and that's really how the gap has been found. This is where AJ really needs to buckle down and understand what's happening here. How about just chop it in from nowhere? My.
Yeah, and he's gotten a shot here. I was thinking he was cutting at it, to be honest with you. It just kind of didn't have a whole lot of the ball, I don't think, either. Could have maybe come behind the 5-4 with the cue ball, kind of like cut the 2 a little towards the pocket, but this little extra time I like. Just one real nice shot again here, getting back to the left center of the table. This has got to go.
Yeah, he needs some help here, and he is not going to receive it.
So go ahead, Scott. Sorry. I was just going to say these angles sure fool me. I thought he could put high left and come down the left side for a cut on the pink.
Yeah, it's next best thing right there, but definitely needed to get through the cue ball a little bit better. Maybe just a little straight, not to be able to use the high left.
I guess, but then I thought he might use the big draw stroke he's got. But all right, here, just a high ball. You want to hit it full and just take your chances with the cue ball continuing down to the bottom. Maybe the 4 gets up table a little bit. Yeah, like that.
He might have a chance to get this if it's got the pace. If it's got the pace. I mean, all you can ask is to make a good hit there, and he made nice contact. And there's the bonus.
Looked like it rolled pretty darn true as well. Got a finish here, coming backwards with the cue ball.
Wow. So clean there, Jeremy. And look at the speed at which he hit it. That's how comfortable he is right now. Really, where's the mistake been from Jayson Shaw? I haven't seen it. We're into game number 11. He's been fearless and flawless. extending the lead. This is the shot for me, my gosh. Didn't catch any of the right long rail. He cannot be more dialed in than Jayson Shaw is right now. Jayson going to step away for 2 seconds. We'll be back with you in 1.
Yeah, I'm not sure if AJ left. I think he did, but it might be hard for him to kind of get through the crowd, mid-match or not. Looks like both tables have taken a small break. The players have stepped away. It's 5 apiece on table 2. Well, AJ did pocket a ball, 2 balls in that last one. What a 2-ball he did make, though, cutting that ball in. And I guess it was just hard to draw the ball, maybe. I'm not sure exactly what they were looking at. And I'll tell you, I don't know. I just watched Ignacio's break. I don't know how there's not a soft break warning called there. I mean, just barely hit the rack at all. Really kind of shocking to me, but well, no question here on the soft break. No question at all. Yeah, maybe a little concerned with the 4-6, but man, he's playing so good. He's got a great look here on the 2. I know the 5's down table, but Eagle Eye can usually make up for these things. And yeah, the 4-6 is a little funny, but he's got a great look here. He's just got to maintain a little angle to try and create something. He needs some help here. He needs that to go. Don't know that's going to be what he wanted. And I'll tell you, Scott, I watched Ignacio break, and that's about the 3rd time. I don't have a clue how the referee has not implemented a warning for the soft break. I mean, it is just, he's just barely hitting him at all.
Yeah. Can't disagree. And that's all a result of being straight, trying to create that angle there. Did he get away with it? He has not, but a lot of work to do for Manus. My goodness, this is not easy. And that's what happens when you catch that inside knuckle with speed on these Rassens. It will not go.
Yeah, and AJ's got to be smart here. Looks like he's got to get 3 rails around and just make a decision. Okay, got a lot out of the cue ball. Now with the 5 down table, and he got near the rails, so little things working against him at the moment. What do you like, Scott?
I don't know. Hard to believe he actually got all the way up there from where he was. Can you cross this over and use the 5 and 9? It's just so scary. Is he shooting at this?
He's shooting. So hard to make this ball and get position. He almost fluked it off the 8. But that's why I said he's got to get around and make a really good decision. This match isn't over. He's got the ability to come back. Of course, it doesn't look like Jayson is going to give in much, but Jayson may not get to the table much if you get control of the breaking in.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you what, though. He did not hit the 4 bad. I'm speaking of AJ. If the 8 wasn't there, I actually believe it probably would have gone. But I don't know. How do you fault him for shooting at it? I didn't see a real easy safety.
No, but I still feel like set it up. And how often out of 10 are you making it and you're drawing position and all that? I think it's still, I understand.
He's young and feeling good, though, obviously. Well, where's this going? Where's this going? Life is good for Shaw.
Yeah, earned a little roll there with that incredible play the last 8 games. And I'm not totally knocking it. You know what I mean? Like what he went for. I just felt like some type of safety was maybe the play. But maybe he feels like that Jayson's just doing everything right on that end as well, that maybe he needs to overcome it.
Exactly. Yeah, you can't knock a shot maker like AJ, especially in his form, but hindsight 2020, when we see him miss the ball, I was a little surprised he was shooting at it. Neither here nor there. Let's not take anything away from the guy at the table. Jayson Shaw, now leading 9 games to 3, was initially trailing 3 games to 0. No emotion from Shaw. This is the shot off the point. That's how it finished, just left of the 6. Ignacio looking to go 1 up here, and it really has been a dogfight for these two. Jeremy touching on the soft break from Jeffrey. I got to admit, I was feeling the same way. But we'll leave that up to the referees. Ignacio barely going ahead, 6 games to 5. A big sigh of relief as that ball drops. There is the trophy in the background. It is gorgeous. This man has one thing on his mind. That's handling the job at head, 1 ball at a time. AJ, not much he can do. I didn't fault him for shooting pink. Felt like if he feels good about it, you got to take it on. The 1's down, 2's coming up. Oh, life really is good for Jayson Shaw. Tell you what, though, the balls know who's winning. They know who's playing good. And you earn these kind of things, these little things that happen from time to time. Jayson's been knocking on the door for the last 12 months. So close. Playing very, very well. Devotes all of his time to his craft. Just going to tuck down here 1 rail. Yeah, a little bit of a drop down angle here. Do you go 2 rails out or just hold it there? That'll work. Listen, it's been flawless, really, except for the missed 3. It's been all Jayson Shaw the last 10 racks. I mean, every single inch of it. And a break and run. It's going to get Shaw within 1. And finally we see him peer to the crowd with the ear. knows when to celebrate. I don't say he's celebrating quite yet, Jeremy, but he also knows when he's one away, he can afford to maybe play the crowd just a bit.
Yeah, and here to table 2, it's kind of bogged down a little bit. Maybe a few safeties involved. One tough shot from the rail here. Looks like he can come left of the 7, a couple cushions. Just got to pocket it with a little speed. Should be okay. I think that's where David's improved, really, is, he used to miss that odd ball here and there. And, some players, I think, felt that they kept on him, maybe get that miss, but not near as often.
Looks really comfortable, right? Has the whole time. He's playing at a pretty quick pace. As you touch on it, and I'm a big fan of the same thing, walking around, that's really where you settle yourself. But once he's down on the ball, he looks extremely confident.
Yeah, and the difference we have format-wise now down to 2 tables. Ooh, kind of squeezed that one home. The shot clock's being applied to both. So I think that has a little something to do with that pace on table 2 as well.
All right, Shaw one away.
Yeah, does he rip the bank? It's there. The pink's pretty available. Got an easy safety, a couple of them really, but I think he's going to try and go. No, high ball, probably not.
Yeah, the green 6 or the yellow and black 9. It's the green 6. How's the speed? Pretty good.
Yeah, really good. Probably the jump cue from the kid. Try and jump, bang this away. Draw 1 rail behind the purple, I'm guessing. Could kind of send the cue ball forward towards the 4 and 8 also, banging the 3 back down. Yeah, he didn't get enough cut.
Yeah, he's going to go with this. It's all about the red 3 now.
Yeah, he's going to try and take a natural path, bottom rail, side rail, just past the side pocket. I think, anyways. I like that myself. Maybe just a touch of right spin.
Yeah, in the back of his mind, he's saying, if I miss this, miss it thin. The 18-year-old in A.J. Manis wants to cut at this, trailing 10 games to 3. And he did cut at it. Jayson Shaw with an open look to the corner and to finish this match out in great fashion.
Yeah, I'm curious what the referee is holding. Thought at first it was a remote control of some sort, but there's another referee at the table taking care of the shot clock, so I'm really don't know. Yeah, that shot should do it.
You know, he told us before the match, Jeremy, well, he told us everything besides the fact that he wanted to make a statement. He comes into this match trailing 3 racks to 0. We see AJ score. He's still on 3. You cannot make a bigger statement than what Jayson's done here.
Yeah, he's just played an exceptional match. He's kept the brain intact. He's used the brain quite a bit to get this lead, and really, I think has missed 1 ball. And it's the ball in this rack, I think, on the 3.
Yeah, he missed the 3 straight in earlier, but he was trying to create the angle, so we'll give him that.
Yeah, that's when he fell flat on that. And that was in the last rack, actually. And in these 10 games he's lost, now it's going to be 11. I think AJ's only pocketed 2 balls. The thin cut shot on the 2, and the 3 he didn't gather position on the 2 to 4. So My dad used to say, nothing wrong with a little small piece of humble pie, right? And I think AJ will take this hopefully the right way and move forward.
Yeah, Jayson said this is going to be the thriller in Manila. I think they might start calling him the driller in Manila. Playing the fans, Jayson Shaw, congratulations. You are in to the Final Four. And he's telling everyone to quiet down.